Welcome back to the Rebellious Noise Pro Wrestling channel. My name is Scott and we are here for the watch-along experience for WWE's kickoff to WrestleMania 42. We've had our weekend preview in the books and it's now time to join the WWE for theirs. We'll be breaking down all the big stories to come out of this show in just a bit.
Welcome to the Rebellious Noise Pro Wrestling channel. On this channel, we bring you some great content from inside and outside of the squared circle. We will go through and offer some in-depth analysis of the biggest events of the year, as well as bringing you exclusive interviews with some of the industry's biggest names. There will also be live show reviews, in-depth features, and podcasts. So make sure you give that subscribe button a slam so you don't miss any of the action.
All right, welcome back, guys, to the channel. We are mere minutes away from WWE's kickoff show, and therefore the official kickoff, if you will, to WrestleMania weekend. Again, we've done our preview already, and we'll be doing our build-up shows on the night of the PLE, don't you worry. But it's now time to see what WWE have in store for us when it comes to their introduction to the biggest weekend of the year. We're going to have Rob join us in just a moment to react to the show itself. So basically, get your streams ready, get them organized. WWE will be streaming this on their YouTube channel, so have us in a little separate device or a separate tab, and we'll kind of react to it together. We'll enjoy the show together, hopefully. I really enjoy these events because I just find them so strangely kind of crammed into the weekends of PLEs. They're not really canon, and some weird stuff happens. You know, people kind of seem to go off script a little bit, but it does also sometimes gives a little indication as to what they see as the biggest matches and what kind of last minute storyline swerves we could be getting as well. So I always like analysing these. And again, as I said, I'm going to be doing it with my buddy Rob on tonight's stream as well. Rob, how you doing, mate? R1's in the books, but are you ready for WWE's kickoff show?
Do you know, sometimes I feel like the kickoffs, they've really helped kind of sell you ready for the show, really get you, kind of settled in. And plus, SmackDown follows, right? So
yeah,
we get the kickoff, then we get SmackDown, and then we kind of get settled again, and then bang, we go back into it for, the night one. So I'm actually enjoying it. Sometimes the kickoff can be a little bit hit and miss. So,
yeah, sometimes you come out of it and most times, if I'm honest, there's not a lot of news, right? But they're still fun. And sometimes you come out of it and you're like I said, there are little things you go, oh, hold on a minute. They gave that person promo time and they got on top of, kind of like when you watch a Go Home Raw or SmackDown, you go, oh, well, the babyface kind of looks stronger there, so I think the heel might win. There's extra element to it, right? I mean, as you say, they go into SmackDowns as well, but you do have that kind of, they said this really interesting thing, or is that going to play into it? What annoys me is they never really use it as... I like that it's not canon in some ways because it seems kind of wild sometimes, but then also I'm frustrated by it because sometimes you get good stuff. Like they could have a pull-apart brawl that they show on SmackDown, for example, replayed, or in the build-up for, the promo package or something like that. So I'd like them to be using these shows more, but either way, the WrestleMania ones are always a little bit different because they are the biggest one of the year. So yeah, I'm with you. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, they are. As I said, they are a make or break sometimes for. They kind of set the tone of, is this how Mania is going to be? Do you know what I mean? Sometimes it does feel like that, but I do like sometimes we get the random surprise, as you said, something happens here that might not happen on the main show, so you have to kind of flick back to it. It kind of reminds me of. Do you remember we used to have the pre-show and stuff happened?
Yeah, which itself was the kickoff show once upon a time.
Yeah.
Then they changed that to the countdown. They moved this kickoff because they're kicking off the festivities, which I like. And again, we do our own weekend kickoff, which, by the way, guys, if you haven't already seen, if you get some chance, then please go back and watch our original weekend kickoff preview that we did on this channel for WrestleMania weekend. We predicted each and every one of the matches, but you're now joining us live on the watch along experience for WWE's Kickoff itself. You may also be watching this as a replay section on our build-up show of night 1 of WrestleMania. So we'll be live on Saturday and on Sunday, talking last-minute rumors and kind of seeing if SmackDown has kind of maybe swayed our opinions and some of those predictions we've made on Friday night as well. But yeah, really looking forward to this. We are just over 7 minutes away from WWE going live. So again, get your drinks and your snacks ready and line up your stream, and hopefully you'll keep us as your watch along experience, your companion for this as well. But yeah, looking forward to it. Rob, let's have a quick rundown of the WrestleMania card. Again, we're about 7 minutes away, so make sure you like the stream, make sure you subscribe to get more of our content. But let's dive into what we're going to see this weekend, and it'll be interesting to see which of these matches are represented and by who on this stage in Las Vegas tonight as well. So let's quickly go through what we're going to see on Saturday night. We've got Seth Rollins going up against Gunther. Of course, a match that has only recently started to get a build, really. There's, you know, two completely different characters going in completely different directions up until recently. So a very surprising match, but one that I think might deliver on the night. Look forward to that. Will we see some involvement for either of them tonight on the kickoff show? We'll have to see. We've got the Vision, represented by Logan Paul and Austin Theory, teaming up with IShowSpeed to go against the Usos and LA Knight. Then also on Saturday, we have Liv Morgan challenging Stephanie Vaquer for the Women's World Championship. We've also got, speaking of women, we've got Lyra Valkyria and Bayley, Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, and maybe the team of the Bellas. Again, we'll touch on that as we get throughout the weekend, I'm sure. Going up against the champions in the team of Lash Legend and Nia Jax. Again, I touched on a maybe there because there are rumours going around about the health of Nikki Bella and potential replacements. We'll see. Maybe that will factor into this preview here as well. But that is, as things stand, that is the official card for that match. We've also got Jacob Fatu going up against Drew McIntyre in a no disqualifications, or whatever they've called it, essentially weapons and no holds barred. That's going on Saturday as well. Then we've got Intercontinental Champion AJ Lee defending her gold against Becky Lynch, of course, the former champion. So it'll be interesting to see where they go with that one. And to cap off night 1, you've got to imagine it's going to end with Cody Rhodes defending his title against Randy Orton and Pat McAfee and Jelly Roll and all the shenanigans going on around it as well. So that's Saturday. Then we move into Sunday, the card for that. It looks like it will probably finish with CM Punk and Roman Reigns. It looks like that will be the main event for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Again, myself and Rob have predicted this one in depth. We went back and forth quite a bit on this one. So if you haven't already, check out our thoughts on that one. A match that could definitely main event in any arena, as the old phrase goes. We've got Brock Lesnar versus Oba Femi, a really, really exciting matchup that I know many people are looking forward to. No title for this one, but could it be the crowning moment still for Mr. Oba Femi? The Demon Finn Balor goes up against Dominik Mysterio with a grudge match here. No title again, but certainly a feud that's been bubbling for quite some time. Of course, former Judgment Day running buddies, no going up against each other. These two have never really seen eye to eye, but it doesn't mean we're going to have a match that doesn't have a story behind it, because they both simply want to be the best, right, in the women's division. You've got Rhea Ripley, who has certainly been one of the greatest of this era, going up against Jade Cargill, who's certainly positioning herself to be one for not just the future, but the current day as well. She's got her friends in B-Fab and Michin. Will they play a part in the WWE Women's Championship match on night 2 of WrestleMania? Another title match for you here as well, the 6-pack challenge for the Intercontinental title. We've got Rusev, Mysterio, Evans, Penta, Dragon Lee and JD McDonough. This, I think I can comfortably say, is the match that people are very, very much looking forward to. When you look at the card overall, we've got 7 matches as things stand on Saturday, 6 on Sunday. I certainly think this is one of the ones that people are most drawn to. It doesn't have the biggest storyline behind it, but my goodness, does it have potential for some great OMG moments, as Joey Styles would say. Then we've also got Sami Zayn defending more gold. This time it's a US strap in the men's division as he defends against Trick Williams himself and his lemon pepper steppers. Hopefully this will be again, maybe a crowning moment for Trick Williams. But again, myself and Rob have gone back and forth on this one because there are a lot of things that can happen when it comes to this match here. But that's your rundown of the card. We're about 2.5 minutes away from the kickoff show beginning, and again, this is your watch along experience for WWE's kickoff itself. So make sure, if you haven't already, that you do subscribe and check out more of our content. So,
yeah,
who are we, Rob? We are the Rebellious Noise Pro Wrestling channel, and we, just for the first time viewers, we do these streams where we do watch alongs, where we also get you hyped up and in the mood. Again, we got a build up show on Saturday and Sunday. We've also got interviews on this channel with WWE superstars past and present. So if you haven't already, again, make sure you subscribe and you'll see interviews with the likes of Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, of course, people appearing at this year's WrestleMania, Finn Balor. We've also had great conversations with Gunther, Santos Escobar, and Drew McIntyre, just to name a few. But we are now just under 2 minutes away from WWE kicking off their WrestleMania festivities. I'm looking forward to seeing the stage. I've seen some videos and pictures of it online, Rob, but that's one of my favourite things about WrestleMania is when they... Oh, I've got the live stream coming up, graphic come up.
Yes.
Is when they reveal the stage as well. So I imagine they're going to do a bit of that on this show tonight. I think they did the same last year.
I was about to ask, is that what they done last year? I
think they did it on Pat McAfee's show. Stephanie McMahon came out and all that, but I think they might have replayed it on it or maybe showed it off at least.
Because I know they done normally they do a big thing a couple of years back. They done the old, they done a big countdown, didn't they? And the countdown was delayed because the fireworks weren't ready or something like that, wasn't it?
I don't know. Is that the same one where they had the skateboarders? I think when they jumped, like something happened. Yeah, I don't know if it's the same one, but yeah, hopefully we'll see the stage. From what have you seen it so far? Like what it looks like?
To be honest, I've tried to keep off social media. So because one of the big things is two things happen around social media. One, you get a lot of spoilers, a lot of tease of this is going to happen, that's happened, this has happened. And then obviously the Mania stage itself gets spoiled, and I hate seeing it spoiled because as much as I want to see what it looks like, I want to see it, for example, like on a stream, so it's an instant reaction.
Yeah, yeah, I get you.
But then, yeah, at the same time, social media can be a pain, just in general. So I do try. So I mean, to be fair, I only ever use Twitter, and that's it. So yeah. And I avidly tried to. I've been out all day, so I've been like, okay, I don't need to see anything. And the only stuff that I've seen spoiler-wise was Lucas said potentially Paige's re-signed.
Yeah. So we touched on that on the weekend kickoff as well. So, yeah, there's a lot of rumours around Paige and Nikki Bella not being able to perform as well. The Then Now Forever intro has just started. So the WrestleMania kickoff is well and truly underway, guys. Again, if you are watching it, we'd appreciate if you kept us side by side and let us be your companion piece for the kickoff. We'll let you know our reactions to everything that's going down on the show. And again, hopefully some fun promos. But this is it, Rob. We're about to get into WrestleMania weekend officially.
Yeah, it's exciting.
So we're now seeing Las Vegas, the Strip. Allegiant Stadium, same place it was last year. So the first hour is going to be on ESPN2 tomorrow, and on Sunday, the first hour on ESPN as well. Something we haven't really touched on, Rob, but I guess we'll talk a little bit more about maybe on a build-up show. But yeah, definitely a new approach that WWE are doing this year. Doesn't make a difference to us outside the US, but yeah, it will be first hour for free. Gunther, as you say, backstage. So it looks like we're going to get Gunther appearing on stage here at the WrestleMania Kickoff show. I wonder if we'll get Seth going at him. Stephanie Vaquer's there as well.
Looking good as well, man.
It's a nice outfit, isn't it?
I was going to say,
waving in the arms.
I was going to say, like, sometimes they have like a tie, and you think, okay, they're dressed for this, like the Hall of Fame. And other than that, you normally see them just in like backstage attire, like with a Dom and Liv have got now. But when they're dressed up a bit, you think, oh, actually, they look quite snazzy. It's not...
Stephanie's gone out. Yeah, she's gone all out. She made this a big event.
We say that, and then you
flip
flip to Becky, and she's in a pair of joggers.
CM Punk's in the suit though, looking nice himself, and then AJ Lee said, "Look, we got stars in this show tonight, Rob."
I say it's weird seeing Punk in a suit as well. Normally, I'm used to seeing him in a pair of jeans and like just a casual polo, like t-shirt or something like that.
So we've got a promo video here. I know they've also released the cold open for Saturday, so I don't know if that's what we're seeing here. But yeah, at the moment, just looking at historical clips of WrestleMania. For over 4 decades, WrestleMania has given us countless moments, it says.
So while this is going on, have you got a, from what they're highlighting, a favourite moment of Mania?
Oh, I like the way you're working. A favourite moment? That's what they're asking them. I'm trying to see if any of these clips make me feel like favorite moment. I'd say, you know what I actually really liked in Dallas when Foley, Austin, and Shawn Michaels came out together.
I watched that the other day.
Yeah, I really like that. From a Mania that doesn't get as many of the kind of highlights when you look back on. I really like that. That one that they're showing on screen at the moment, the end of an era. Hogan Rock, yeah.
Of course. One of my favourite WrestleMania matches of all time, no?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, I've said it. I'm one of the many people that consider 17 to be the best. But even with that, I mean, you don't have the greatest ending to that show. I mean, Becky 2 belts, I was there for that. That was a great moment. Another one I was there for, is WrestleMania 25. I mean, but that's a match. If we're talking best WrestleMania match, that's a different story. But I think I'm seeing moment as like, the 3 count is hit and everybody goes, what? Kofi Mania was a great one. But yeah, things within matches, right? Where people look at each other, like Hogan Rock.
I've got the Hardy return.
Oh, that was great.
Oh man,
yeah.
I know exactly where I was with that as well. That was one of their moments of where was you?
Yeah,
I would say that. I'm trying to think. Seth, with the cash in.
The cash in, yeah,
unbelievable. Weirdly, obviously I don't think he gets a lot of love now. Maybe more because he was the indie god, as he called himself for a while. Zack Ryder winning the IC title. One of my favorites.
I really like that. Yeah, I really like that. We're seeing there Cody winning, finishing the story, and while I think it dragged on and whatever, like, it was a massive moment. Like, he finally did it, and it was really good. And while I do still wish Austin came out instead of Undertaker, as much as I love Undertaker, don't get me wrong, I just think it would have suited the story better. And all rumors about behind the scenes thing, why it didn't work, and it sounds like WWE would have liked it as well. But yeah, it was a great match. It was a great moment. We just saw there Shawn Michaels, I'm sorry, I love you. I mean, that's a moment.
Oh
Rob.
my gosh. Yeah. It was. Do you know that match? It's such a great match. The way they've done the build for it, and again the I'm sorry, I love you. The finally putting an end to Flair.
I mean, watching this, like, as much as we've been saying, I don't know about the build, and last year it was like, I don't know about the card. Like, yeah, they can still crap the bed. But like when I watch a promo thing like this, I'm like, man, WrestleMania is wicked. Like, I love WrestleMania. Like, this is enough to get me hyped. Like, I'm getting, as The Rock was, goosebumps. Like,
get that mana in you.
Yeah, man, I'm sold. all the moaning's gone. I'm in the mood. I want it. Like, there's potential as there is with every WrestleMania. So, I love WrestleMania, man.
Yeah, it is going to be good.
Right, so yeah, the promo package is done. We now see the stage just set up outside. Again, thank you for joining us, guys. This is your watch-along experience for the WWE WrestleMania 42 Kickoff show. Michael Cole's making his way onto the stage. And again, we've got a star-studded kind of crew of people here. We've seen backstage Gunther, Liv and Dom, Stephanie Vaquer, CM Punk and AJ Lee, Becky Lynch. So some big names going to be appearing on the stage. In the comments, you ain't seen me right says, I'm finding it hard to get hyped for this year's WrestleMania. Buddy, you are not alone. Don't get me wrong. I just went wild with the goosebumps. But that's not to say I haven't this, past few weeks been thinking, ugh. Myself and Rob dove into it a little bit deeper on our weekend kickoff stream. If you didn't get a chance to watch that, it's on the Rebellious Noise Pro Wrestling channel's archive now, so check it out. But yeah, it's been a bit of a rocky road this road to WrestleMania. But as I say, we're here now, guys. We've got to jump in. We got to at least let WrestleMania hype itself. The fact it is WrestleMania, hopefully get us in the mood. I think it does have promise. There are some good matches that have potential here, as far as potential to steal the show and be great performances, but also just twists and turns in story. As much as some of it hasn't been amazing leading into it, I'm hopeful that coming out of it we're going to be feeling a bit different. So hopefully you'll be the same, buddy. But thanks for sending in your comment. Are you ready to burn it down? Says Michael Cole. So it looks like Seth Rollins is opening up as far as talent goes.
What's your thoughts on this new approach of Seth Rollins as well, by the way? It's not the out there crazy suits. Like it's more a lot of black. It feels like it's in his John Wick era.
It is what era?
His John Wick era.
Oh, right. A little bit. I can see it. He's got the beard and I don't know. I don't think they know what they want with Seth. I mean, obviously, like him getting injured changed everything.
Oh yeah.
Like, I liked the shock of the turn, like when Bron turned on him. Like, but the unfortunate thing is that he also got injured, and so did Bronson Reed. So he's come back to nothing. So. I think they're in limbo with him in so many ways. Like the problem is when he was the leader of the division, they were still singing his song and stuff like that. So I don't know.
I'd say for a group that got themselves a division, they didn't see them injuries coming, did they?
Hey,
there was three Specsavers as well. I mean, it was bad. I mean, and I feel so sorry for Logan and Theory. Because they were just getting going. Now this has kind of happened. And kind of Logan and Fury now feel division isn't what they are.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
I like them being in it. I don't like the way Austin Theory is. What we liked about Austin Theory is not what he is at the moment. That's what's frustrating about it. Like, it is an opportunity for him if it all works out. But it's kind of like when Jack Swagger won the title. I always remember I really liked Jack Swagger. And then everything about Jack Swagger changed when he won the title. And I was like, oh. Like, I know they wanted to make him a heel, but or really be a heel, but he just got really boring.
Yeah. I would say the best version of Jack Swagger was the We the People, him and Seth Coulter. Yeah. Maybe throw Cesaro in, that wasn't too bad.
Right, so yeah, Seth is just a babyface now, and he's forgotten about this time last year where he turned heel and... it's just another example. Just like there's been a lot of unfortunate moments, but the John Cena one now, he just gave up on a story. It's been quite a bit of that.
Yeah.
So he's talking about the Vision on stage. Saying my beef is with the Vision. Yeah, as you mentioned on our kickoff show, he's fed him to Oberfemi, Brock Lesnar. Yeah, I think Gunther's going to come into the Paul Heyman. We'll talk about this maybe on the build-up show, but I do think there's something in that kind of little interaction he had with Paul Heyman, of course. But as Seth says, at the moment, he's basically saying who's the best, Seth Rollins or Gunther. And I think that's a good enough motivation to have the match. It just clearly isn't where they were going to go with either guy originally. This is good for going to interrupt him.
So what I do like the fact that they're leaning into this. You haven't had a match for a while, you know, and not using them as 100%. I like when they lean into that because it's the doubt and uncertainty of the wrestler.
Yeah. And if there's ever a man to make you feel weak, it's the man about to come on the stage.
Yeah, let's retire.
Here he comes.
Two people.
Yeah. Suited and booted as well.
I must say, I don't like his new theme.
Well, it's his old theme, isn't it?
Is it his old theme?
Yeah, but so here's the annoying thing. I used to love him having this song. I loved when people sang to it. I didn't like when they changed it. Then I really started to like it, and now he's gone back to this, and I'm like, oh, all right then. So Michael Cole's asking Gunther why Seth Rollins. You tapped out. I mean, that was a long time ago, guys. Get out. WrestleMania last year, though, wasn't it? Actually. So you could argue he needs a WrestleMania win. What is at stake, Gunther? Yeah, so again, at the moment, it is very much on the surface of you think you're the best, I think I'm the best. And now, yeah, Michael Cole's alluding to Goldberg, Cena, and Styles being retired by Gunther. Gunther hinting he could be retiring Seth Rollins. Oh.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, true. So Michael Cole is now saying, look, you don't have a great WrestleMania track record. Good point. It's not just the Jey Uso match last year. It's the Sami Zayn one, of course, as well. So Gunther does kind of need to win more than I even realized at WrestleMania.
Yeah. Imagine being a guy that retires and or ends all these careers and can't get a Mania win.
He has a reverse streak, but everywhere else is really good.
No, I low key like that because you're then rooting for whoever he goes against. It's like you have to beat Gunther to stop him from having his WrestleMania moment.
Yeah, but see, Gunther's usually I'd say, you can turn that guy babyface and it'd be a massive moment.
Yeah.
Gunther is not the kind of character you want to do that with. I don't think.
No, but then I think even if he gets his moment, him gloating about it is going to make him even more heel.
Yeah,
So I guess it'll work, but I think it'd be interesting to do. It's like the reverse Kurt Hawkins. When he just never got a win and he finally gets one.
Yeah. Yeah, so again, it's all about being the best wrestler for these, as it should be for a professional anyway. Get to some of these comments here. Seth and Gunther will be a great match. It's just a shame the build-up has been short, says you ain't seeing me right. Also says, I think Gunther's favour will be a shot at retiring Brock. We are thinking on the same wavelength, my friends. We are thinking on the same wavelength. I think we'll talk about that more on the build-up show on Saturday night. Yeah, see, as we've just got in the comments, like, this is good, but the build's been crazy short. Like, I know they're touching on who's the best wrestler in the world, but they could have really, really, focused on that for like 2 months. But clearly they had to change because things have not gone the way they expected, and they probably just kind of panicked. But I'd be very surprised if we watch Unreal season whatever it'll be by then, and they go like they show the board of like Rumble time, and they're like, "Yes, so Seth's going to face Gunther at Mania," and it was a plan all along. I'd be very shocked.
Imagine.
All right, so a little break here.
Of course.
First, little back and forth. Rob Gunther versus Seth. They didn't really say too much. That was groundbreaking, but an interesting way to open the show. Thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think it was what it needed to be. You know, it's the final moments to kind of sell the, you know, their match. I think, as was stated, oh, that damn music.
I was going to say that song.
Yeah, sorry. As I was saying, it does feel like the build's just been incredibly short, though. I don't understand. As I said this in the group chat. How can you know Mania season is coming, and not have certain people that you want like fixed in, penned in of this is what we're doing. This is who's for this person, and then you build around that, and then you build the rest of the card up. Like I don't understand how names like Seth and Gunther have only had like a month build, where you could have had this for so long.
Yeah. So for me, right, Seth Rollins was probably going to face someone in the division. Yeah.
Right.
So who was Gunther going to face?
Exactly.
Like, who do you reckon that would have been? Like, maybe Brock, and they've gone with the Ober thing earlier than they expected. But that's the only... Because I know Brock's the big rumour. It's been for a while. People still think it'll be at SummerSlam. Just seeing Jeff Hardy jump off the ladder at WrestleMania there. Interesting that using the clips of Jeff and Matt was in it as well. But yeah, so who do you think? They didn't look like they were lining anyone up for Gunther, did they?
I mean, you say that, right? And yes, we may have gone with like originally what the plan was. But as we were saying on the build-up earlier, originally, before Obafemi come out, Brock was looking at Seth. So even then, it felt like, well, just throw Obafemi in there. Like, do you know what I mean? I don't even think they had a plan then.
Yeah, I think that was transitioning. They were kind of going back. I reckon they were going back and forth at the time about Seth, and that's the transition they used. But Seth would have been the vision in some shape or form, right? So Gunther, like, there was no... Like, what did Gunther do in the Rumble? Did he have any standout moments in the Rumble? Was he...
I mean, you're asking me. We've completely forgot that Roman won it.
Yeah, we forgot the Roman won.
So
yeah, what did Gunther do in the Rumble? Like, did he get? Was he one of the ones that got towards the end again? That's happened a few times with Gunther. Did that happen this year? I can't bloody remember.
I'll be honest. I can't.
I'm trying to think. Did they hint at? Oh, he beat AJ at the Rumble, right?
Oh,
and he ended number 30. Yeah, so he beat. Yeah, so it was him and Roman at the end. So it weren't like in that they, you know, sometimes they flirt with a story that's going to come out of the Rumble. So since the AJ feud, he's not really done anything. So
yeah, because he beat.
I wonder who it would have been.
He beat Cena before, basically last year, didn't he?
Yeah, AJ following on from December. That. So maybe they at the time didn't have a plan for Gunther, but they thought we'll figure something out, and they would have done someone. But because it weren't clear, like I say, the Seth thing is clear. Oh yeah, great point. He was doing a bit with Dragon Lee after the Rumble. I thought that might lead to a match with Ray. That's a good point.
Because Dragon Lee came out because he was teaming with AJ, wasn't he?
He was protecting him, like they were, And then maybe Gunther and Ray would have been the match. That's a great point. Thanks for the comment, mate. You've helped us remember that. Clearly, the Rumble wasn't as exciting as we was
last year's WrestleMania.
Yeah, goodness me.
That was...
Bro, is it on YouTube? Said Lucas Company GT. Yes, it is, if you're referring to the kickoff show itself. We are your watch-along companion, though. So if you do get up on YouTube, put it on one device or one tab and have us on the other. And we'll kind of keep you up to date and let you know our thoughts on the happenings and the goings-on at WWE's first official event on WrestleMania weekend as far as... kind of production-wise. Of course, they got WWE World. Last year, that's Slammy's Rob, and the year before, which was... I think it should be its own thing anyway, but it's pretty interesting. But they're not doing it this year. Now they're showing us Liv Morgan's music video. Have you seen this yet?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it. I saw like the beginning of it, and I thought, oh, I'll watch that another time. So she's, I didn't know she was a musician.
I mean, anyone's a musician when you got like people doing a lot of the work for you.
Okay, so why is this? Is it because of they're gonna do it as character, or is this something that she was gonna do anyway? Or okay. No, I get it. She seems like the kind of character would do this. I think she's very, very marketable for WWE. It's well produced. Do you reckon it's going to become a theme song?
Possibly. Are you enjoying it? That's the question.
Ah, it's all right.
Do you know what it reminds me of?
It's come out of nowhere. I don't know.
It's gone very left field. You know, this is an old reference. Do you remember the Power Ranger movie?
Yeah.
You know the song at the end. Where
it
reminds me of that.
Yeah. Some of the visuals are like very Christina Aguilera in it, because she's done kind of gear to be homage to like the Dirty music video before and stuff.
Yeah.
So, but like I just feel like this came out of nowhere. I didn't know they were doing this sort of stuff, but oh, it's a interesting looking Hurricane Runner type movie. Where's Dominik in this video?
I have no idea.
Like, this is a big investment for WWE to do this. So they've... Like, I just didn't expect them to be like, yeah, Liv Morgan's a singer now. like, but I get it, though. Like, it kind of fits a character. She's marketable like that, I think. But are they expecting her, do you think, to, like... Is this going to become, like, the Honky Tonk Man and, like, people like that, where it's their character?
Man, yeah.
or do you think, like she's going to be like, I'm a superstar, I'm a singer? Or do you think this is them actually trying to create something outside the WWE, like an actual viral thing or something like that? Do you think they're actually doing that?
Possibly. It could be... well, with WWE, you don't know, man. I mean, that could be a next gimmick.
That's what I mean. Is it a gimmick, or is this?
I would like to
try to make it work.
I would like to think it's not a gimmick, and this is them kind of throwing something at the wall and seeing if it sticks.
Because the worst comes to worst, it stays within the WWE and it is a gimmick. The best case scenario, like the song off, she becomes a superstar outside of WWE, and it's like, oh, she was a wrestler, right? And they're like, what? Yeah. And then they start watching her wrestle.
Yeah, exactly that.
Like, it kind of works there being a heel. Like, part of me thinks, to tell the fans it's the greatest means they're going to try to there'll be a bit of a backlash against it. But it kind of works with her character, because she's kind of being that kind of naughty bad girl in the music video and in the song as well. So if she was a babyface, it'd be even weirder almost.
Yeah. I think the other thing as well is we also need to look at, if the Judgment Day is starting to end, Liv needs to have something to catapult onto next. And if she goes into nothing, and eventually her and Dom end, there's got to be something.
You weren't in that video, so yeah. No. I mean, but it did show
Raquel at the beginning, right?
Yeah, did it show Roxanne as well?
I didn't catch it.
Yeah, maybe because I saw Raquel, I just assumed they were both in it. But people comments here, you ain't seen me right, says Ray got injured and wasn't guaranteed to be fit for Mania. Yeah, so he's only just announced himself, so maybe that kind of made them pivot there as well. In relation to Liv Morgan says, I'm enjoying the video, the song not so much. And then says part of the gimmick for sure. In relation to whether or not it's again just something they're going to start pushing outside of the show, or is it just for the show? Stephanie Vaquer now making her way onto the stage again. I know I'm not going to be the only one saying it, but a real shame they've dropped her old theme song. Interesting to see Liv's on her own here.
Yeah, strange, isn't it?
They've got security to try and break up the two. Because then, again, credit where it's due. This has been one of those feuds they've done well at kind of making it feel like a blood feud. Oof. She's better singing than the rest, says Stephanie. Classy lady, Stephanie Vaquer. So, where did Liv go? Did she just walk off the stage? That was a bit weird. It didn't really show that.
Yeah, she kind of like... She Danhausened. The camera kind of panned. Then when it went back, gone.
Yeah, that's really weird. Well, they kind of showed it being separated in that, but... okay. It kind of went a bit flat, didn't it?
A little.
I really think, like I said, there should be like at least a pull apart.
Yeah.
AJ Lee now being shown off. She's next on the kickoff show. And what are we getting now? 2K ad. Okay, so we are half an hour into the show, Rob. Again, not the most newsworthy. I'm still having a good time watching it, partly because of the company. And it's always good to just kind of get hyped up about WrestleMania. But I wouldn't say there's anything on this show that, at the end of it, at this point at least, we're like, man, like that's must see. And this is the problem with these shows. Like, they can make them so much more, and there are good things that happen on them, but they could easily weave it into the show a little bit more. I don't know why they don't take advantage of it.
I don't know, man. I agree with you. I feel they could be doing so much more. But again, if they do too much now, is that going to be the more... Do they look at it as if they do something now, then that's going to take away from what's happening on SmackDown? And
I think the timing of SmackDown is part of it.
Yeah, it has to be, right? Because if you've got like one more show, let's say, forget SmackDown for a minute, and then let's say they were doing this and there was no SmackDown, and it was back on Tuesday, then this would be that moment of, okay, this is our final go home. There's really push to get everyone talking about it. But because SmackDown's there, I feel they're trying to do that on SmackDown, so this is going to be a lesser of the two, you know?
Definitely. I mean, it shouldn't stop them from, again, at least doing some pull-aparts that they can replay on SmackDown, but they just never really do. Some fun stuff's happened on these shows. Like, I have enjoyed them, but it's a lot of nothing at the same time. And if you were there in Vegas, like, would you be going to this? I don't think I would.
I mean, possibly. Because, I mean, other than if you're... What else are you looking to do?
Mate, it would take not much for me to go, I'll go to that instead. Because WrestleMania week, like, last time I went, it was a one-night thing. They were cramming in NXT, Hall of Fame, and all that kind of stuff. And then there was all the independent shows, and then there's just simply sightseeing or having a rest or going for a dinner, or do you know what I mean? So
yeah, I guess so.
It's so bombarded by wrestling shows that there will always be people that will go to it, clearly, and it's free. And what's cool about it is, like, if you're sitting up in the sky, like, this is an opportunity to get closer and see these wrestlers up close. So you never know, you might get some cool pictures and whatever else. And I don't know, maybe they do some signings or something related to it.
Mm-hmm.
So it would be cool for that. But, like, I mean, to be honest, like, unless it was really close to me and I was doing nothing else, I probably wouldn't bother going to it, because there's just so much going on when you're there. But something that would change my mind is if they put a bit of action into it.
Yeah, I mean, even if they used it as a marquee thing of, a contract signing. Like, so there's something big happening, so you want to go and see why. Like, as you said, if someone gets put through a table, or they, do you know what I mean, with a contract, something silly like that. It always reminds me of, there was this thing in, I can't remember where it was. It was, I feel like they were in another country, and John Cena was signing a document or something like that, and Kane come out and chokeslammed him through a table. Like and everyone was so, what just happened? Because they just did not expect it. So I think something like that, for something like this, that would be like peak, because you think, oh,
I agree.
Something's just happened.
Because otherwise, it's just content for the sake of content.
Yeah.
You know, like what they will get out of this is ad revenue from the content and stuff like that. But they could get more out of it. You know, they could be, like I said, even a pull apart like will go within the wrestling community, at least, because there's nothing else going on at the moment. It would go somewhat viral. You know, like if they showed, let's say it was CM Punk and Roman Reigns get like a last minute like screaming at each other, pulling each other apart, they'd be like, oh my gosh, like I can't wait for that match now, you know? So, because you get that kind of stuff on Raw and SmackDown anyway, so there's no harm in doing it on this show. But anyway, we're coming back from the break. Maybe we'll get something like that. Oh, here we go, the set reveal.
Here we go.
So, yeah, the video I saw was just like people filming on their phone. So they invited people to see it.
Oh, right. Have they got the Cody Vader?
Was he saying it'd be different on both nights or not? Was he just saying it'd be there for both? Oh, there's Cody. I like the setup. I mean, it's weird because all the graphics, like, one of them is all futuristic for the Saturday, and the Sunday is like, no, the Sunday is all futuristic. The Saturday is like apocalyptic sort of thing. So
Yeah.
It's weird that they're using completely different graphics for the two nights. I mean, there's only so many things you can do with like last year with the cards and the chips and stuff like that for gambling. They've got a little bit of that this year, but
Yeah, I think. Do you know what I think as well? Because again, they're in Vegas. You know,
it's played into a lot of the, especially the ticket sales. Again, build-up show. I'm sure we'll go into this more, but I mean that's a big part of the Pat McAfee stuff as well. You know, so but yeah, there's a lot of negatives about it being in Vegas 2 years in a row. That's for sure.
Yeah, I just think it's weirdly, even though we're not there, I think we feel fatigued knowing that it's in the same place again. So I can't
even presentation-wise, it's nice to have something different, ain't it? So, speaking of which, we've got a video on this very channel where myself and Rob do go through and review all of the WrestleMania logos and the kind of feel of them as well. So those themes are something that me and Rob are definitely big fans of. When it works well, it works really well. So,
sorry, I was going to say, I was just going through. I was taking, like, obviously we always take photos to like kind of remember what we was doing, where we were. Literally, I was talking to the missus about this the other day. I was like, that feels so long ago, because I think my little one had only just been born.
Yeah,
a month or two before. Then I was like, I've got this, and obviously we're doing, so yeah, it was so weird to know that it you know, he's free now.
Yeah, life moves fast, man. Yeah, and now I've got a little boy. Life moves really fast. Yeah, so yeah. All right, back to the show. AJ Lee basically saying, you know, I'm gonna win. So we know Becky's there. So again, will Becky interrupt, or will she do something separate later on?
Oh, I like it if maybe this is the pull apart moment. Oh, your camera just glitched out then on the...
Yeah, it was like a green flash, wasn't it? I don't think it's the Wyatts, don't worry. Did she say she's made Becky tap 3 times?
That's what I heard.
AJ Lee is saying she wants to carry on being champ to give other people an opportunity, but Becky's in the way of that. She keeps coming back. Oh, the man has come around once again. Oh, Becky looks fierce. She's not in a good mood.
I think you're a little bit ahead of me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she does look annoyed.
You're here opening lines. Nobody wants your crap questions. I've really enjoyed her heel run.
Mm.
There's a certain world leader that I think she's got a lot of inspiration from, which I think is quite funny. Right, the you tap out chant. See, look, again, it's fun to be there. You see the people in the audience getting their pictures and stuff like that. It is fun. But the people.
Loserly.
I like that they play into her daughter being an AJ Lee fan. Like, Becky's acknowledging it now. She's annoyed about it. It's not just an insult from AJ Lee.
Yeah.
It's a good promo from Becky. Welcome to the big time. Never was, she calls her. AJ Lee not happy with Becky's comments there, but yeah, nice little back and forth from the two there, Rob. I thought that was pretty good.
You know what I've liked as well is if you've had the babyface get one over first, the following segment the heel was kind of had their moment, so it's not very like babyface heavy. You know, because WWE has a habit of making something babyface heavy when they're trying to push something.
That was a bit odd, the way AJ left, but okay. While Michael Cole chats, I'll get to the comments. It says, you ain't see me right. Is that Dominik coming out? Yeah. It says, it would be good to get a chance to start. It'd be a good chance to start a new feud for after WrestleMania. Wrestlers who already have matches for WrestleMania get into it during a press conference. Yeah, I mean, again, there's so many things they could be doing on this show. Obviously, the main thing is going to be to build WrestleMania itself, but you could build intrigue going towards Raw after WrestleMania as well. So yeah, Dominik showed up now. The fans are singing his chant, Dirty Dirty Dom. I don't remember the Triple A Mega Championship being that shiny before. I feel like it had a bit of a dull gold plate before.
Yeah, well, I think the minute WWE they have to shiny it up a bit more, don't they?
yeah, they've decided, nah, it's not shiny enough.
This one's for TV. Make you see your face in it.
Yeah. So yeah, Cole's trying to hype up the Demon and saying, you know, basically laughing about it, saying it's going to be tough for you. Yeah, you're right, Cole. He hasn't been around for 3 years, but he ain't won even longer than, has he? So. Okay. I'm saying that Finn Balor's never gone face to face with his demons. He's got a few demons of his own, so he's feeling confident going into this match. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Dom says there's no one that can out dirty Dom in this world, and then his dad's music hits. Rey Mysterio is now on the stage. Dom's had enough of him.
Cut the music. Cut the music.
Your time is up, Nepo Dom. Get out of here, says Rey. Oh my gosh. Ray's trying to get a Nepo Dom chant going in the
Oh, I'd love to hear that.
Cool. Do you remember the time when Rey Mysterio... Ray's never been good at trying to get chants going. He did the one where he tried to call Austin Theory a wanker in Money in the Bank, I think it was. It was so weird.
Do you know, I think seeing this version of Rey is so weird when you see that the Filthy Animals unmasked version of Rey. So good.
I like his mask. That's kind of like it looks almost like Halloween Havoc one, doesn't it? Because it's got like pinkish, not quite purple, a little bit purplish.
Yeah, it's probably my favourite match of all time, you know?
Speaking of which, we do have a video on this very channel where Rob breaks down the Hall of Fame worthy career of Rey Mysterio as well, so make sure you check that out. Talks a little bit about that famous match against Eddie Guerrero. Again, is Dom just walked off? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, another one. Okay, so Cole's saying his favourite WrestleMania moment is calling Rey winning the World Championship, which is a surprise to me. Like, it was a moment, it was a big moment that year. It was all around the Eddie Guerrero stuff, which makes me feel a little bit uncomfortable. And I was never a fan of him winning the World Heavyweight Championship, if I'm honest. But I was happy with Rey.
I think
20 years ago.
Oh man, I don't know, because I know what you're saying, but I mean, he looked weird with the WWE title, you know. Especially when poor Rey had that moment where he won it and then lost it to Cena on that Raw. Oh.
Yeah, at least he won it.
I guess. But yeah, I know what you mean. It's weird him having that title, but I'm glad he had it now, or about it then, because if he was getting that position like Randy is now, I just don't think people would want to see it. So it was special for that moment, that time, you know?
Yeah, I think that might be interesting, actually, if we look at a list of, like, wrestlers over a certain age that have been champions before, like, and we start breaking down, like, will this person ever win a world title again, like, in WWE?
Yeah.
You know, like one example we might have said no for, and then it changed, was The Miz. Remember, The Miz out of nowhere became champion again, didn't he? So
during COVID, wasn't it?
Yeah, you never know. Penta's out here now as well. Him and Rey Mysterio being buddies, but come Sunday, they'll be climbing opposite sides of that ladder. Like
that.
Cole wants Penta to teach him how to do the walk. See, at least this is a moment, right? They can play this. That was cool. There are little fun things that happen on these shows.
Michael Cole's giving too much hip.
It's a phrase you probably thought you'd never say.
No, never.
CM Punk now being shown backstage with the World Heavyweight Championship in his hand. So it looks like we're getting towards the end of the kickoff show, and it's going to end with CM Punk. I doubt we're going to have Roman Reigns there, Rob, but
you never know.
Be interesting to see what Punk says. Maybe in retaliation to that car rant that Roman went on, which I haven't seen yet, by the way. Have you actually watched it?
No, so I see that something was said, but I've not actually seen what was said.
Yeah, I think he might have been a bit sweary or something.
Oh,
I don't know, yeah. I don't know if he was, but the gist I got was like people saying, "Oh, like he didn't hold back," and
like, where was this Roman like 4 weeks ago? If that's the case.
Yeah, and as you know, we touched on it on the weekend kickoff, obviously, but they just seem to keep changing their mind on what they wanted this feud to be and what role each wrestler should play. They've kind of stumbled through it. You know what I mean? They've kind of just got to the match. All right, we're here now. And I feel like they've done that throughout a lot of the feuds. But look, talking about we're here now, we are here now. We are on the final kind of stretch of the road to WrestleMania. One that started with a Roman Reigns victory at the Royal Rumble that me and Rob completely forgot about. And hopefully doesn't end with just like the end of last year's WrestleMania where Rob also forgot what happened there. I think the last 5 years we've been kind of spoilt as wrestling fans when it comes to WrestleMania. It's been a real boom period, but the last two in particular have started to kind of, you know, not be as exciting as maybe the heights of WrestleMania 39 and WrestleMania 40. So hopefully this year kind of changes that and it doesn't continue to dip. I'm not as kind of doom and gloom as other people out there that are comparing this to, you know, really bad periods in WWE where I don't think we're at that stage, but they are at risk. You know, there are a few things that they do have to start getting right, in my opinion, to win fans over. And again, maybe this is a wider conversation on the build-up show or something like that. But, you know, there are opportunities for other companies to maybe take advantage of fans that are getting sick and tired of things. So WrestleMania is not the time where you want to start losing your loyal fan base. So hopefully this year's WrestleMania is going to be one that gives us a lot of big headlines in positive ways.
I hope so. I just think, especially for being Mania, you can have a couple moments where you think, it's okay. Not every Mania moment's going to be a big moment, you know. But when you're pushing certain things and they feel like the build hasn't been great, they really need to like follow through with the execution of a lot of it.
At the match, yeah.
So yeah, no, I put you right there. Saying that, I just completely forgot that the vision were even on the match card. I just see Logan Paul on the video coming down on his what would you call it?
Similar thing to what Shawn Michaels was on that.
Yeah, Shawn Michaels thing. And he called it an Elter Skelter, and that's not what I'm on about. But yeah, coming down on one of those. Completely forgot that they were in that match. And the thing is, even in that match with IShowSpeed, it's just so, I don't know. And it feels
together.
Very celebrity enforced.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I don't think I'm as annoyed as a lot of people are about the celebrity thing. I think it just doesn't help their case. It really exploded after the Pat McAfee thing. And that's when people started looking at it and going, I saw that meme that went around of all the celebrities around the table from the promo shot. And it was funny and it is annoying. But WrestleMania is always a celebrities. You know, it's just
It does feel heavier this year, though.
yeah, and I think the focus is changing, and I think that's what's annoying about it. You can take that if other things align, and annoyingly, there are things that don't feel like they're clicking, and we're getting the heavy emphasis on celebrities in matches that don't need them. The biggest one again being the Cody versus Pat McAfee. That was a slip of the tongue, which kind of proves my point, really. Cody versus Randy. Oh god,
That's next year's Mania. That's the...
yeah. Oh gosh, mate, it's probably Backlash, and Jelly Roll as well. But right, anyway, we're back outside T-Mobile Arena, I think they said. What are they advertising? Hall of Fame. Yeah, so after SmackDown, completely forgot about that, Rob. Again, we've got a video on this very channel where we debated Hall of Fame basically needing to be in a better spot. They've moved NXT this year, but they've still kept Hall of Fame in a terrible slot. And for that reason, I probably won't really watch much of it. I'm definitely not staying up for it because it'd be like 5:30
5 a.m., isn't it?
Yeah, something ridiculous like that. But like, I'd like to at least watch it in the day. But it doesn't have the same shine as it used to. I think last year was better, but still, I never complete it anymore.
Yeah, I notice I tend to, and I hate being, because it sounds really disrespectful, but sometimes people go in and I'm like, no, I'm not bothered about the Bellas talking. So I'll bypass whatever's going on there.
Yeah.
And I'll just skip to, do you know who I'm really excited to hear? Again, went in far too late. It's, what's the word? It's what's it after they've passed? It's a post.
Post more.
Post.
Post obviously, but yeah. Anyway,
yeah, that word. Man, Sid Vicious fight. Oh.
Yeah, and he's not actually going in though. He's going in the thingy wing.
Oh, is he?
Like, it's not a proper induction. I don't think so. Anyway, let's have a look. Psycho Sid.
Do you think Psycho Sid would be?
Nice. Yeah, no, he's the Legacy Wing, which I am so annoyed about.
I can't believe that. I actually thought it was
just so disrespectful. The Legacy, I like the Legacy Wing because it touches on people that didn't really have as much of a history in WWE, or maybe were quite a long time ago, and the induction's not really. But like, Sid was a big part of the '90s in WWE and WCW. Like, he deserves to be in the main section of the Hall of Fame. Again, that's no disrespect to anyone that's in the Legacy Wing, but the Legacy Wing serves its purpose for, again, those kind of older stars that were like in the 40s and the 50s that maybe are a little bit far back for people to remember. Not saying their contributions aren't great either, but like, it's a different world of pro wrestling. And people that weren't in the WWE, I understand that, but I don't understand Sid being in it. I think it's so disrespectful to him.
Yeah. So I was going to jump on that and say, do you know what I even would have done was what you said with the Legacy being used that way. But after someone's been inducted into the Hall of Fame, for example, let's say Ric Flair, right? Or again, another person, again, without being disrespectful, X-Pac. Like, being in the Hall of Fame for him would be great with the NWO or DX or whatever it being. I don't see him having a solo Hall of Fame career. So he could go on as a, let's say, and get a second ring as a legacy. So he held something credible, but it was, do you know what I mean? Like Triple H going in with DX before going in on his own and things like that.
That's the thing as well, isn't it? When they do that, it's just, it's awkward. There should be a different wing for that. There should be a team wing or something like that. It's I don't know. That we'll be all night debating the Hall of Fame like we were last time. But anyway, let's get back to WrestleMania Kickoff. We've got Punk with his arm around Michael Cole, so he's in a good mood. He's saying the first time in the Hall of Fame career. It's just about Hall of Fame, so they think Punk's going in. The first time he's going to be main eventing in a one-on-one match.
Oh, I like that.
What the title comment
heavy,
about it being heavy, but I can handle. Yeah. Is that big time babyface CM Punk, isn't it? He loves the fans.
I feel like we're getting this really big babyface CM Punk, and he's about to drop a pipe bomb on Roman.
Yeah, London, wait. No, I agree. I think that's why I was shocked that they didn't fully commit to it in the build for this match, because I was like, oh, I can see a world where CM Punk's a heel now. I can see that. Like, that'd be a good twist.
Yeah. Sorry, it just makes me laugh how he's talking about people from England, and he goes, London, Newcastle. Newcastle would have not been the next city that I would have said after London.
He's really bigging up the fans.
Yeah.
He's thanking me. I've got a CM Punk shirt. You're welcome, Punker. I've got 2. I should get 2 thank yous. You're welcome, Punk.
This is a real proper babyface promo, isn't it?
Yeah, there weren't much else he could say, really. But, I mean, again, when you tied it up with what he's doing, he's facing another big babyface who's different in style. But, yeah, he's really, like, getting the fans on his side while Roman's not there.
Yeah.
And still, he says at the end, all right. Well, that is it. It seems they are wrapping up on the kickoff show. I thought it was good. It's got me in the mood for WrestleMania. It's always good to watch these kind of shows because, again, it's just that extra little bit of content to kind of get you fired up going into the weekend itself. We'll see what SmackDown has in store, and if that does change our thoughts and opinions to some of our predictions. But yeah, overall, Rob, what are your thoughts on the WWE Kickoff show?
You know, I think it did what it needed to do. Again, I think because of SmackDown being in the position that it's in, I don't really think we were going to get a lot on there. The people that are on there, though, you know, as you said, it was free. So CM Punk, AJ Lee, Seth, Gunther, you know,
big stars, yeah.
Some big names, Penta, Ray. I mean, Michael Cole doing a Penta walk. You know, I mean, what else could you ask for? You know?
Yeah, true. Yeah, when you put it like that was a pretty eventful show. Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, again, these things they're interesting shows because kind of nothing happens on them, but at the same time, they are still somewhat weirdly entertaining, and I do enjoy covering them on the channel. So yeah, appreciate you, Rob, for joining me for this one. Appreciate those that have been watching us live or on demand if you're using this as your watching on experience, or if you're watching this as part of the replay show on the build-up. If you're unfamiliar with the build-up show and what I'm talking about, basically on the night of the PLE, we go live and take you right up into the show itself. But we start with a few replays from our kind of earlier predictions and stuff like that, and then we go live with our friends from the wrestling media world and more of the Rebellious Noise Pro Wrestling crew. So we'll be doing that on Saturday night, talking last minute rumors and things like that. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. And then we'll be doing the same thing, of course, for WrestleMania Sunday as well, where we've just seen CM Punk on the stage at the kickoff show in Las Vegas. No appearance from Roman Reigns because he's only there for the big time, it would seem. But he'll be there at WrestleMania, of course, and it's going to be a big weekend of pro wrestling content from the Rebellious Noise Pro Wrestling team as well. So again, stay tuned and check out the build-up show this weekend. But again, thank you so much for those that tuned in live as well to watch us on this kickoff watch-along experience. If you haven't already and you've still got time, go back and watch our own kickoff show. We did the weekend kickoff also on Friday night to get you in the mood, where we broke down each and every one of the matches from both WrestleMania Saturday and WrestleMania Sunday. So again, hope it's helped get you guys hyped up and in the mood. We'll be doing more of that on our build-up shows. Any final points, Rob, before we get out of here?
No, obviously I need to watch SmackDown, and then I might fall asleep during the Hall of Fame. But if I do, I'll give you my thoughts on where I got up to during the build-up for the next, night one.
Yeah, we'll maybe talk about Hall of Fame a bit on the build-up for that. There are so many topics to dive into on the build-up. WWE, the ticket prices situation, the celebrity involvement, the card itself. We're going to get more members of the crew involved to talk about things as well. So really excited about that. We're going to be talking last-minute rumors. We're going to be talking about the stage and the appearance again. We're going to be talking about potential returns. We're going to be talking about big WrestleMania entrances. So yeah, if that's the kind of stuff you're into, then stay tuned. But once again, thank you for tuning in on our kickoff coverage on this Friday night. I've been Scott, he's been Rob. This has been a Rebellious Noise Pro Wrestling channel, and we'll see you in the next one.
Welcome to the Rebellious Noise Pro Wrestling channel. On this channel, we bring you some great content from inside and outside of the squared circle. We will go through and offer some in-depth analysis of the biggest events of the year, as well as bringing you exclusive interviews with some of the industry's biggest names. There will also be live show reviews, in-depth features, and podcasts. So make sure you give that subscribe button a slam so you don't miss any of the action.